Hey everybody, we're going to look today at the verb complement clause. This shouldn't go too long, but it's useful stuff. This is all information from chapter 10 in the book. Okay, we're going to be looking at a couple of different types of complement clauses. There are finite and non-finite. First we're going to look at the finite clauses, then we'll go to the non-finite. So, in the finite clauses, one of the most common are that clauses. They're finite, they're marked for tense or modality, and they have a subject. And they often will occur with the complementizer that. So the absence of the complementizer does not change the structure of the clause. It's just that it's disappeared. It's like the zero relativizer. So I thought that it was a good film, or I thought it was a good film. Another type of finite complement clause are the WH clause. And they begin with the WH word, and they can include the word how. And like the other ones, they are finite, so they can show tense and modality, and they have to have a subject. She didn't ask what my plans were. Let's look at the non-finite clauses. The first one are two infinitive clauses. They don't have tense or modals, and usually they're not going to have a subject. They can sometimes, but normally the assumed subject is the subject of the main clause. So, we wanted to talk in front of her. Now, you can also say she never knows how to just say no. So it can occur in combination with WH clauses. Another type are the bare infinitives, and it's a special type of infinitive clause. So Surrey police say the film would help identify participants at the weekend party. And those typically go only with certain verbs. A third type of non-finite clauses are ing clauses, where the ing participle is the main verb form. He began crunching it gently but firmly. And then another type are the ed clauses, the past tense, the past participle rather. And they're not as common. So I got the door unlocked. Western Union must have to have the names reversed. And notice that there are only a few main clause verbs that really can be used with these. Get, have, want, need, see, and hear. Okay, the grammatical position. Where in the sentence are these complement clauses? It can be in the subject position. That they are already struggling troubles Graham Taylor. To say that all the other courses are impossible is not to say this course is possible. So notice it can be in the position of the subject. It can also be after the verb or post-predicate position. It can be the direct object, or it can be the subject predicative of a copular verb, what some other grammars would call a complement. Okay, so they concluded that the change was cynical. You know what I call my mom. Those are direct objects. It can also be that subject predicative of a copular. The industry's premise is that we can recognize it. That is what the case is all about. The reason is to give to charity concerts. And these are actually very common structures. So, you can see those are pretty straightforward, but they're really very, very useful because you're starting to get into more complex ways of connecting ideas grammatically. So take a look, go through chapter 10, and let me know if you have any questions. Bye.